What is up, guys? It is OMG's Guppey, otherwise known as Euless Johnson, and today I am going to tell you guys about a life story on where I got a gun pointed at me. I think it's safe to talk about it now because the matter is solved and it happened about a year ago, so I don't think it really matters anymore in the, law system or whatever. But yeah, before this video begins, I just want to let you guys know that I have a new Ariana Grande Focus parody, and it's to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. It's called Killer Zombie. Killer Zombie. I think it's kind of funny. Everybody else loves it. So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to click the link down in the description below, or click the annotation or card on this video to get to it right after you hear this story. So without further ado, before this video begins again, drop a like and tell me about a time where you got shot at, or almost got shot, or got a gun pointed at you. So it was me and my friend. We were sitting on my grandmother's car outside. Wait, no, let me start a little bit earlier than that, to where it all happened. So I used to live over my grandmama's house, and over my grandmama's house we used to have my two dogs, Biscuit and Spider-Man. Now Biscuit and Spider-Man were bad dogs at sometimes, but they were sometimes good dogs. And sometimes when we needed to take them outside, there's this little grass circle next to my grandmother's house that everyone, took care of. Everyone cut the bushes off and stuff like that, cut the grass and stuff, and we decided to let our dogs poop over there in that yard. Now the yard didn't belong to anyone. It didn't have a house by it or anything. It was just like a little decorated grass circle that we wanted to let our dogs poop in instead of our yard, so we wouldn't accidentally step in poop when we went outside to go play. So over the years, we used to let our dogs poop and pee over there, and about the third time we did that, this guy named Mr. Tommy, who lived across the street from my grandmother, we always had problems with him. My grandmother has been living in that house for almost 30 years, and she has had problems with him ever since she's moved there. They called the police on him so many times. Nobody likes him. They used to call him Old Man Crack or something like that. So yeah, Old Man Crack was just yelling at my mama and yelling at me and yelling at my grandmama, talking about, y'all better not bring them dogs in this circle no more pooping. I'ma shoot you and the dogs and all this and that. So the first time we called the police, and they said that they would keep an eye out on Old Man Crack. So Old Man Crack stayed in this house for about a month, and then eventually he got back into it with us, and we were just like, why are you doing this? This isn't your circle. I used to go get my grandmother to come and handle the situation because I don't know what he was gonna do to me. I was only 12. No, I just had turned 13. This is in the month of July where all of this started sparking off. So in the month of July, she started snapping on Mr. Tommy for yelling at me and my friend Chris for taking both of the dogs in the circle to go pee. Now, when that happened, Mr. Tommy and my grandmother, they both went back into their house, and the next day, the day before the 4th of July, July 3rd, Mr. Tommy, they were popping fireworks down the street, and I guess Mr. Tommy thought that people were shooting, but instead of going after the people that were shooting, he decided to come outside, walk around in the middle of the street, look at us, saw that we had the dogs out, and he said, "Oh, I'm coming back." So I'm gonna go tell my grandmother, and she said don't worry about him because he didn't come back out for another 2 hours. So me and my friend CYR Chris, we're gonna call him Chris, we were both sitting on my grandmother's car outside, talking and joking and basically just talking about stuff that we wanted to do in life. And since he's my rap partner, we was talking about the future and what we were gonna do, future songs we were gonna plan. And right at that moment when we were into the conversation, Old Man Crack came out with a big shotgun. I don't know if it was a 12 gauge. It looked like a 12 gauge shotgun. Asked us what we were doing. He walked around on the street first. He had it swinging by his hip. And I was like, what is this dude doing? Then he pointed the gun at us and asked us what were we doing. And my first instinct was to run. I don't know if Chris got stuck in fear, but as soon as he pointed that gun or even picked it up to point at us, I struck out. I struck out so fast. And Chris is tall and he's not fat, but he's like really big, so he wasn't able to keep up with me, I guess, and he struck out like 3 seconds after me. I guess my senses ran before, whatever. So we were running in the house, and Mr. Tommy, I guess, was knocking on the door, but we checked we called 911 and we had a knock on the door, so we thought it was Mr. Tommy. And To our surprise, it was Chris's daddy, because Chris had called his daddy, but we were really scared, and the policeman was just like, stay quiet and lay on the floor, do not answer the door. So we looked outside the window, we saw it was Chris's daddy. We were all in the house scared though. It was pretty funny after the fact. But when Chris's daddy came out, they called the police, the fire department pulled up, the ambulance pulled up, and everybody else pulled up, and that was basically it. We spent about 2 months in court trying to get him put away. We both testified against him in court, and we were in witness protection for about a month. So he eventually got thrown in jail for 2 counts of attempted murder on minors. So that was another huge offense. So the matter's just pretty much solved now. That was one of my other craziest life stories. If you guys enjoyed this life story, don't forget to drop a like on this video. Let's go for 10 likes, and I will be sure to get another life story video out to you guys about, you know, any middle school stories or basically anything that happens crazy in my life. So yeah, again, if you want to go see my Focus on Me parody, you can click the link down in the description below, or you can click the annotation on my outro. So I'm going to go and finish my ice cream and go Skype with Moby again, because Moby is an autistic Jew and he's gay. Bye.